ending. And I'm not saying that a woman can't teach.
Oh, okay.
Because absolutely, let me tell you, there are people in Africa right now who are more aware for me having ridden in their taxi and got it. Because I felt like they should have paid me for a fellowship. Because I was teaching every day, because you talk about ignorant people. Continental Africans are the most ignorant individuals.
Yeah.
We have we have been blessed with this knowledge and stuff. When I stepped off the plane and I was just speaking to some of them and just riding around, you see that this devil he did his work on us, but he was busy on both sides of the pond. Okay? Because you've got black women over there that truly feel that they are inferior to white women because their black men feel that they are inferior.
Talk about it.
She just
You
gave
have these brothers that make these sisters feel so ashamed of having dark skin. I was in a beauty supply place looking for a spray bottle so that I could spray. I said, I need a spray so I could pack my spray bottle so I could iron my cotton. I said, beauty supply. That's what I need. There'll be spray bottles. I'm not going down in there. I'm going to all these variety stores. I'm not finding a spray bottle. Women beauty supply. Sisters in there looking for bleaching cream. Now they have big banners about bleaching cream. And I said, you know what? I said, I can't keep my mouth shut. I have to say it. And I said to her, I said, sister, I said, I don't know what your belief system is, and I'm not trying to disrespect it. I said, but whomever you bear this to, the Creator did not make a mistake when He made you that beautiful black skin. Why are you putting bleaching cream on your skin? No mistake was made with you. You are flawless. You are beautiful. She says to me, you're sure? Because that's their way of disagreeing. When they disagree with you, they'll say, you're sure? I said, I would switch. I would trade with you in a minute. I would trade my pale skin for your dark skin. Because I always tell people I'm a knowledge student and an understanding student. I should have been a knowledge student. I always want to be a knowledge student. I've never liked being an understanding student. I couldn't stand it.
That's a lot of contradiction and a lot of stuff, man.
And I said, well, hell, if a man can tell you that he is a woman in a man's body and he can go into the female bathroom, then hell, I'm not a student.
No. They're not going to see you. Yeah,
I don't want no man in the bathroom.
I would think, no.
You the yellow saw.
No, I can't do it. But you know what? The worst thing, too, is being understanding in a culture like this.
Yeah, but see,
and growing up in the
that seed
60s.
thing that you're talking about, Queen, a seed is a seed. That's like father, like son. You the earth.
You the saw.
You the soil that we plant our seed in, right? And what I love about your film is that you went back into the beginnings in which how the teachings was delivered, right? And of course, we're in a new era, a new time, so individuals think that it's justifiable. Listen to me. Individuals feel that it's justifiable to shift knowledge, wisdom back to not being knowledge first. Because if we come from a world of wisdom knowledge.
Definitely.
You understand? It's when the law came that he put the knowledge before wisdom. And this is how he was able to born us, by keeping the mathematics in its chronological order. See, when it comes not in its order, right, then that's when you get all these differences with how people, mind you, it's two forces that's teaching in the universe, in this world. You know what I'm saying? You got God and you got the devil. You understand what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you got to be careful of how you're keeping the teachings concentrated. Because if not, then we'll break off into branches within this same nation right here. We're not like the Muslims. We're not like, when you got the Sunnis here, you got the Ansars here, you got the NOI here, you got the, no, that's not, the law didn't want that for us. That's why his whole passion was my 5%ers. And it wasn't no split with that. So like, the way he gave it to us was for us to project it to the black woman and for her to reflect that light and unto them children and to the world as to who is in any other ethnic background, Jews, Mexicans, Chinese, Arabs. The woman knows she would not dare to even think like that. She's equal to her God, because she's not. Man is the prime, and man is symbolic. Let me use that word, right? It's like the universe, the sun, moon, and star. So it is in the heavens above, so shall be in the earth below. So the reason why she probably ain't got no God now because of her thinking, the way she was taught in these teachings. And to see a lot of new brothers coming in here with the new ideas, what they devil, right? Where's the culture, right? And new ways of how they thinking about, you know, how these teachers go. These teachers don't go like that, man. You let that system, you let that, well,
Hold on. Did you pick that up? Something was being said like that here?
I picked up from what your bill was.
Yeah, what was
She
my
was
bill?
building, she
What
was
was my
like,
bill?
no, they both primary. No, no, man, no, that's not how it go, black man. You know that ain't how it go. You understand what I'm saying? You want to walk side by side.
You don't see it that way.
Hold on, let me say this here.
You don't see it that way. I should improve my point, y'all.
Do the knowledge.
I should improve my point.
Okay.
That's why I said
So
understanding.
to prove that a black woman is primary?
I said the two, listen to what I said, y'all. I said they're both primary because you can't have one without the other. What good is the sperm without the egg?
But that does not mean
You
that both
cannot
primary.
exist.
They're
not asexual beings.
God,
We are sexual beings.
Let me
You know what I'm saying?
No.
A baby
I am the
is born.
supreme being. You gotta be twisted. Ain't that sexual
See, that's
being
not
about me?
wordplay, huh?
Yeah, it is. I agree with you, CLI. I hear you, and listen, you have a right to make it born how you see it. You don't need nobody's approval of your bill. He said both of them are primary in order to bring about. He didn't say either one was, he didn't say that the woman was primary or the man was. He said they're both necessary, but he used primary.
The scientists in the laboratories that got these people on the planet.
Now, it's wordplay, guys.
Sperm inside of a test tube.
It's wordplay, man.
What's wordplay? What
It's
I'm talking-
wordplay. Listen.
No, what's wordplay is that you tampering with the concentration of the truth. Listen, no, the black woman is definitely necessary. We know that.
We know
we know that.
I never said that.
That's a fact.
I didn't agree with, I said second.
When she dealt with the seed, when she dealt with her being a seed. See, what happens is when you teach these women, they think they're the seed. They're not the seed.
Now, I agree with that.
All right? So let's keep it right, man. You know what I'm saying? And you got a black woman. No, I don't gotta tell her, because she one of the first queens that I heard in years build on the note that I heard her build today.
Education on the way there. Didn't you just say the seed is the male child, a seed is a seed?
Right, exactly.
I never said the woman was a seed.
But you allow the woman to say, you allow her to say she's a seed, and you don't stop
Listen
it.
to her bill. Well, you corrected.
Yeah,
You
but,
corrected.
and that's why I'm first.
I said over there when she said she was a seed.
No, I didn't say.
I never completed my bill. So
I didn't say I was a seed, I said understanding seed, meaning my complexion.
Well, he said,
No, same thing. Same
Same
thing.
thing. But now look at this, right?
Yeah.
Let me show you this here. Energy itself cannot be created, neither destroyed.
Right.
But it exists with positive and negative.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Now you can't
Like
create
chromosomes,
it,
right.
you can't destroy it. That's the black man. Watch this. What's in you? X and Y, right? What's in her?
X and X.
All right then. Primary. Primary.
Right.
The source. Primary. The giver of life. Primary.
That's why they could not trace.
That's it.
That's it.
They could not trace male inheritance in a female because she does not have that Y chromosome.
Facts.
But you
But they
can
do
check
trace through the mitochondria.
We
They
can,
go
yes,
through the
mitochondria, yes,
Yes.
but you cannot trace the father. And here's the thing, I also bear with, this is where, see, I've never been a suffragette, I'm not with the women's liberation. Liberate means to free, what are you being freed from, black woman?
Right.
Listening to these white women burning their brides? I'm not burning a damn thing that I went in Victoria's Secret and paid all that money for.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
But that is a Eurocentric thought. That is a Eurocentric way of thinking. And if you travel back, even as tainted as Africa has become with the white man's colonialization, the women there still submit to the men. It is a patriarchal society. Okay? Because that is the natural order of things. People like to think that the female, the mother, is the most important parent. No, she is not.
Right.
The father is.
That's right.
This is why our black community is in such a shambles right now.
Right.
It's because of the absence of the black man.
Yes, right.
I hate it on Father's Day when people come up to me and say Happy Father's Day because you were both mother and father. No, I wasn't. I was an overworked mother. I was not his father.
Right.
Because if we were able to, I don't care how good of a mama you had, she was not both mother and father. She was
right.
mother.
That's right.
She was mother. She did her job.
Mother Earth,
but
that's
she was
right.
a mother.
That's
And
right.
the reason why our black male children are in the state that they're in is because of the absence of that father, that foundation.
Right.
The black man is the foundation.
Right. And see,
And this is why I am so hard on black men
right.
that fall short.
Right.
Because to me, I'm saying to myself, what's wrong with you, black man? Do you not know how great you are?
Right.
If I compare you to your greatness, why can you
See
not?
now, dog. That's a beautiful queen. Hey, look, listen. That's me, queen. Wow, what's your name, black woman? I see you for years.
Queen Taniqua, because I had gone to the mosque.
Oh, you had went to the mosque and you came back?
Yes, I did Cypher, I started coming back around in like 2014 and then more so by 2017. And I told Cypher, I said, if you need me, I'm here. I said, I love my sisters. I said, I got a problem with them damn gods.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, and I see why.
But you know what, here's what I say. I love the gods. I truly do. And you know what? Believe it or not, you may think that the earths don't have that same love, but they do. They absolutely do, but they are so destroyed and
Disappointed.
Yes, disappointed. And you know, disappointment is worse than anger.
Right.
Because you can get over anger. But a disappointment, unless a person turns around whatever they fell short in and removes that disappointment, that sticks with you. And it hurts. Because I'm looking at these brothers and I'm saying, I don't recognize my nation. I told that to embrace, I don't recognize these people. And I've known them since I was 16
I
years
got
old.
complete identification with that.
You understand? And it hurts because
No, it's disappointing.
the gods had their finger on the pulse of the youth in the 70s. They had their fingers on the pulse of the youth. But what happened is, you had brothers, that crack epidemic came in, they wanted to make money, or people wanted to get high, And they forgot about their Islam. I tell you, Cypher,
They
you
wanted to
know what the
split a
problem
rock.
is? People have forgotten about their Islam. They have forgotten about their Islam. And I said to her, I said, who wants to think that I fell victim because I went to the mosque? Stay there and think that. You fell victim because of that negativity that you were doing. I was nation building. I have no problem rolling up my sleeves and I am for the resurrection of the mentally dead. And the best thing that I can do for the mentally dead is to not join their ranks. Trust and believe, I'm not trying to force it. If I never step foot in a mosque, if I never step foot in a universal parliament, I'm going to die of lack of knowledge. So.
I know that's right. I know that's
I
right.
said, because I got 4 men, and these are my 4 men that I love. These are my Allahs. Master Fard Muhammad, because nobody, he's like an unsung hero. Nobody speaks about Master Fard Muhammad. But he's the one, he was the best knower when he came over here in 1930. You understand? My next man is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. My man after him is Allah the Father, because it's through him, through his nation, that made me. And I would be remiss if I did not give honor and praise to that black man. But also, I'm giving honor and praise to those that he got it from. And the next one, Minister Louis Farrakhan. Because when I went into the Nation of Islam, that's who was over the Nation of Islam. And the programs that I dealt with there that gave me the discipline, because I considered it like what they call a finishing school for girls. When you learn etiquette and all that.
NGT, GCT.
And that's what made me wear my little gloves and, and all of that kind of thing. And make it proper and, and set the table with the proper utensils and all of that. Even though I was doing that before, you understand? But that's where I got the polish at. But I already came in there, because when I went in the mosque, I went in there, I got knowledge of stuff. I went in there, this firebrand church that,
And you came from the gods, that's right.
And I loved being there because it was positive energy.
Right.
But I want to see that in the process. That's what I want to see. And so I told Cypher said to me, she said, Tanika, I want you to help me with this. She said, I want you to take a more hands-on approach. And I said, I have no problem. I said, but I don't think that the sisters will be accepting of me because they'll say, well, who is she? Some of them don't know me. There's those that do that, have been around for a while. You understand? And there's those that, used to look at me when they see I'm speaking to Cypher and speak to other brothers, and they look at me like, who the hell is she? We haven't seen her. I never saw her. And then there's those that are like, oh, Tanika, And, they knew that I was in the mosque or whatever. But she said to me, Tanika, she said, leave that to me. She said, I know who you are. She's like, I know who you are. And she said, you have a lot to give. And she told me, she said, even more so than the sisters, this is what she said to me. She said to me, because she would tell me, like I was making cakes for different things, like when iGod returned, big divine that used to be in the school in Mecca, and she'd have me do cake for thanks to Allah's parliament, made cupcakes for the babies and whatnot. But she said to me, Tanika, even if you don't come with any of your patients, she said, if you do his peace, she said, just you being here. She said, it shows these brothers the type of women this nation produces. And from that, I just started coming, around, and then COVID happened, and then Cypher passed, and I felt like, I feel lost, because I felt like I didn't get my marching orders, but then I heard Cypher in my head saying, Tanika, you know what to do. Just do it. And that's what I said. I said that I'm making my word bond to my sister.
Right.
I told her that I would assist her, and I'm making my word bond. And I'm telling you, there's some brothers that have made me say, you know what? But then I say, I don't care what. I don't care who upsets me. I don't care what happens. I'm gonna maintain my word, and I'm gonna keep my word bond. And I said, if I owe this nation that much. Because I am one of those sisters that made that were part of that manifesto. And I could have been an example. And clearly, I could have definitely helped other sisters. And that's not patting myself on the back. That's only because I know it's in my heart. I know it's in my heart. And, you know, it's each one teacher. And I'm not feeling that love. And I'm like, the love needs to come back, but you have to want it.
That's right.
See, I have the type of love in me where I actually look at sisters as being my physical sisters. Because you have to first want to be a sister. You have to truly want that. To just say, oh, I want for my sister what I want for myself, that's just you trying to make a politically correct statement well-seeming. If you don't feel it in your heart, it's just word. It's just word.
That's right.
But you have to really want that, to where you understand, and here's where sisters have to have an earth appreciation. Because the black woman wears many, many hats. Some of them are not even made for our head, but we wear them. And we handle the task at hand because we must do what we do. We don't have, in the absence of a man, to do certain things, we cover down and we take up the slack. However, that can make you tired, it can make you even bitter, you go through all of these different emotions. And like that Bill DeVries says, there's some layers of current that are real cold and warm and some very interchangeable. And we are emotional beings. Women are very emotional beings. And we come with our different emotions, but we need to understand that so does she. Who better should understand a black woman than a black woman?
That's right.
We have to be kinder to our sisters. We have to want to be kind to them. We have to sometimes bite our lip and shut up and don't say what you're getting ready to say. Check yourself. Ask yourself, is what I'm getting ready to say going to be received in peace, or is it going to put my sister on the defense? And if you feel...
Well, that's with anybody.
Yes, definitely. It's called the proper handling of people.
Yeah, that's with anybody.
It's proper handling of people. You have to say to yourself, first of all, is what I'm getting ready to say even my place to say?
Right. That's it.
Did anyone ask you for your opinion? If they did, give it and give it truthfully.
Right.
But when I tell people, if I think it's not going to be what they want to hear, I'm going to say, you asked for my opinion. May I be forthcoming? And if they say yes to me, then I'm going to tell you, don't tell me, oh, you should have kept that. No, fool, you shouldn't ask. You shouldn't ask. Because my people know, if you want to know the truth, if you don't want to know the truth, don't ask to me. Don't ask to me. You understand? Because I'm going to tell you, I'm not telling you what you want to hear. I've never been that type of catty woman. And when I was at 85%, I was actually the type of woman that more enjoyed hanging out with men than, well, they weren't really men because I was young, but like like the boys in the hood, I enjoyed hanging out with them more so than the girls. Because I found the girls too petty, too gossiping, my mouth was too big, and they didn't want to hear what I had to say.
Why did you leave back out of the mosque? Come back in. Why did you leave the mosque?
Which time? Because I had played in and out.
Okay, all right.
Well, actually,
every time. Why did you leave?
Well, missing the 5%. At one point, I came back with the bean pie recipe, and I told the sister I got the recipe for that. But then I got my heart broken by God, I ended up
Back over there.
back
Okay,
to
you're
Mom.
moving, come on. What's the
And then-
reason why you came back now?
And then, well, I haven't been in the mosque in years. I've gone to the mosque for different functions, and I wasn't put out. I was in decent standing that if I wanted to go back, I could. I would just
Okay.
have to do orientation over.
Right.
But number one, don't record this. I don't want.
Want me to pause it?
Farrakhan here, this one.
All right.